water temperatures are starting to creep up into the low 70s and finally getting to spend some time back here around home. And so Devil's Lake Basin, I mean, you've got the feeder lakes north of Highway 2, you've got Pelican Lake, you've got the Minnewacan Flats, the Main Bay, East Devil's Lake, Stump Lake. This entire complex is, to me, is just fascinating because every basin has its own personality. But you know, it's midsummer and there's still some fish shallow up in the weeds, there's some fish deep, a lot of different things happening on Devil's Lake, which is what makes Devil's Lake so fun. But we're gonna kind of showcase more of an old school tactic on Devil's Lake that there used to be all kinds of trees sticking up out of the water on Devil's Lake. Over the years, all the ice has knocked them down, but a lot of these trees are still down below. So you can find them on your side imaging, you can use your electronics to narrow down and find these trees. Despite the fact that you can't see the trees anymore sticking above the water, these trees will still hold a lot of fish. Got him. All right. Get out of your way here. Looks like a good fish. That's a big one.
That's a good start.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
I can't even move it.
Look at that.
Oh my God, dogging me.
Oh my. Is this a walleye?
I sure hope it is.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is a big fish. Oh my goodness. Alex, that is a big walleye. Wow.
That's a good start.
What a start. Wow, that's a big fish. That's over 30 inches.
That's a giant.
Oh, Alex.
Look at that.
That is a great fish here.
Yeah, and the thing absolutely smoked it. Down the hatch.
The Northland stand-up.
Northland stand-up. Pop this thing out.
That's a big boy.
Let's get this thing back. Let her go home. Look at the size of that thing.
That is a fish. And so I guess kind of maybe to describe the situation, no wind, we can see the fish on our electronics. And we've put slip bobbers right on them, nothing. And so now we're just gonna try some different stuff. We thought it was gonna be a slip bobber thing. I would have bet a lot of money that we could have clobbered them on a jig and a leech and a slip bobber.
On top of a pot of them. There's probably 40 of them sitting there. So we dropped down, threw out 4 slip bobbers and nothing happened. I mean, we ended
nothing. Like they swim up to it and swim away. And so now we're throwing, so then you put the jig on, just maybe a little bit more of a reaction where you're just pulling that jig away. That fish just ate it. And so we're gonna keep experimenting here and just see what we can get into a rhythm here to see what these fish want. But
hope we can get a couple more like that.
That's a great start.
Let's do it.
Now, when it comes to catching or targeting big fish on Devil's Lake, I really believe that you're more likely to find big fish where there's spots with character. And what I mean by that is when you can combine wood and rock together, or just, you know, it can't be just a hump, it can't be just a point. There's got to be something on it. In my opinion, all these trees, it's almost like a refuge for these big fish, where a lot of people won't go in the trees and fish. They're difficult to fish. It's not like you can troll through them. It's not like you can drift a bottom bouncer through these spots and catch fish, because you're gonna be snagged instantly. But when you get areas in the lake where there's just a lot of submerged trees, it just seems like those areas will produce some big fish, because those fish are safe and they can live long enough to grow big. And so that's always something I try to look for, is if you're to compare 2 points, even in the same area of the lake, and one point is just bare with just sand, it might be a great place to drift bottom buzzers and spinners and catch your limit of eaters. But as far as catching big fish, go where you're going to get snagged a lot. Okay, whether it's big rocks, big boulders, wood, both those two things together, it just seems like we catch a lot of big fish in areas that are a little bit difficult to fish. Yeah. Not as big as yours, but.
I think dogging it pretty good too.
It is, it is. Not a bad fish at all.
No.
Nice walleye. Boy, look how fat they are. Just beautiful color on them. Golly.
Good job.
Isn't this fun?
It is. It's beautiful out. It's too nice. I was sitting there worrying about sunscreen while you're up here.
Catching fish on a jig. Yeah.
Weird, right?
Oh, good stuff. I'm going to show you here kind of the basic program. That's just that Northland Tungsten short shank jig, putting on either a leech or a half crawler. I tried a half crawler for a little bit and went through some fish and never got bit, but went back to the leech. But look at that, just look at that hump above that fish's head. Just a great looking walleye. All right, I'll get her in the water. Oh, these brush piles and trees, I mean, what you're looking for is you're just looking for clumps. And it's not like we're fishing in the trees. I mean, you try it once on Devil's Lake, you troll through the trees or go through the trees, every rod in the boat is snagged up, it's a nightmare. And so what we're trying to do is we're trying to get really surgical. We're just either using the spot lock or we're just creeping along, making small incremental moves, using forward-facing sonar, but not just to see the fish, but also see the trees so we can keep our presentation out of the wood. And so you'll see a couple of branches coming off the bottom. You'll see some fish around them where you can just almost reel around the tree branches and let it drop back down where you see the fish. But goodness, this is just such a deadly pattern that produces so many walleyes. I mean, walleyes love flooded timber. When you find flooded timber in so many places, if it's on some type of piece of structure, especially like timber with character, lots of branches, brush piles, a lot of times you're going to find walleyes.
So growing up in Devil's Lake, I mean, I basically grew up as the lake grew up. I mean, I watched it come up every year in and year out, and it changed every year throughout that. And right now, after it kind of peaked out and it's going down a little bit, it's still changing. Where this year, I feel like we're really starting to figure out how those fish are starting to act a little bit different and being able to pattern those fish. He's chasing. He's got it.
Got him? Oh, you got the big one? Oh yeah, Alex.
It's not huge, but it's a good one.
It looked nice.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one.
Coming with the net here.
That rod just doubled over. That was sweet. He's a chunker.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I better get moving here. Respond a little faster here. That's a thick fish. Look at that. Oh, oh, good stuff.
We both casted that one. I was fouled up, and you were wondering why that one didn't bite.
Well, yeah, I made perfect cast. I didn't have a leech. Your worm was all tangled up. And we got it straightened out. Oh, good stuff. That's just a gorgeous looking fish. Thick fish.
That's a chunker. It's a fat one. Oh. Perfect little stand-up jig, quarter-ounce stand-up jig. Thing just inhaled
That's a fish catcher, isn't it?
It's been, but the only thing we catch on fish on so far today, I mean, the slip bobbers aren't working, which is super weird. I mean, sometimes these dead calm days, the slip bobbers are the best thing to do just because they can just sit and hold right in front of their face, but we'll take whatever's working today.
Yeah, you never know. Fishing, you never say always and you never say never, right? Got him.
Oh, nice.
Got him. That was a good fish.
We worked that one for a while.
That one chased it down, pinned it into the bottom. Oh yeah, there's a nice walleye. Look at that. Oh, come on. Oh.
Like the one-handed hook set there. Got a little recoil behind it.
Yeah, that's fun stuff. All right, nice walleye. Nice fish. Here, we'll get her out of the net here and show her off and grant her her freedom. Yeah, isn't that gorgeous? Just, yeah, I guess we could probably say that the leech has been the ticket today, jigging a leech. We've tried some things. We've tried jigging a worm, we've tried a slip bobber, tried a jig in a plastic.
Tried some guide baits, and it's just, that seemed to be the ticket today.
Yeah, and not to say that other stuff doesn't work, because tomorrow's a different day. This afternoon could be different. You know, that's the thing, is you just have to be, with fishing, you have to be like a chameleon. Just, just adapt to wherever you're at. Whatever the fish are doing, just roll with it. We'll see you later, girl. There she goes. You know, when you're fishing this wood, 100% this is combat fishing. And so, you know, you get a fish on, you're trying to get it up out of those trees as fast as you can. And try not to, you know, you don't want that fish to run all over where a fish can wrap up on branches. And so I'm a big fan of braid, just the nose stretch. I feel like I can get those fish up out of the branches. This is Suffix 832 I'm a big fan of, just like a 10-pound Suffix, and then running a 12-pound fluorocarbon leader, then going down to that tungsten stand-up jig. And why the stand-up jig? I like the hook on that particular jig, but I also like how it kind of pivots. And I feel like when you're just letting that jig hang in the water column and just give it a little bit of a shake, it just kind of does this, and it just seems like it just triggers those fish. The other thing is when those fish chase it down to the bottom, in some places there's slime on the bottom, it just seems like that stand-up jig just keeps your bait up high enough where you can get bit. Now, as far as the rod and the reel, this is that One Heritage from Shields. I'm a big fan of these for any type of glide baits, jigging, swim baits, wherever it's hands-on, I want that sensitivity. This is as sensitive a rod as you're gonna find. Now, this is a 6'8" medium fast action rod, which I like that longer rod, a little bit of a tip where you can see that fish load up on that rod, but then have that backbone to get the fish out of those branches. But here's a big thing that I've gone to. It's just a spinning reel with a really high gear ratio. And so one of the best that I found is just this Rebo. It's Abu Garcia, but it's got a blazing fast gear ratio. And so what that does is, say if you cast past a fish and you can see that, okay, I'm 15 feet past the fish, I can get to the fish quicker and let that jig drop down. Or if you make a bad cast, which, you know, we're all gonna make plenty of bad casts each day, you get in quicker and then make another cast before you lose that fish. These fish lift up in the water column, they drop down, they swim into the trees, they swim out of the trees. And so you need to be able to do things pretty quickly when you find a fish. You need to be able to get a jig right in front of that fish's face and try to catch it. Oh yeah, he's coming at you.
He's got it.
All right. That was cool. Oh, this is a big walleye.
Jesus, I think it's got it max.
Here, let me turn the boat here. Oh yeah, nice walleye.
What's happening today, Jason? Oh my God.
It's pretty special day.
Yeah, this is pretty cool.
We're going to talk about this one for a long time. This is why you try all kinds of things that don't work, is for days like this. Yeah, that's a beauty.
That's a tank. That's a good fish there. I was sitting right, I mean, halfway up the water column, just sitting.
That tree was what? It was in a. That fish was in a tree about what, 5 feet off the bottom. Watched it leave the tree, and it probably followed you, tracked you for what, 15 feet or so before it finally hit it.
Yeah, we were sitting there, hemming and hawing. It's like, is that actually a fish sitting on that tree?
As soon as it moved, we knew.
It's just like, yep, it's a fish. It's a fish.
Good stuff.
Pop her out just like that, and get her back.
Whoa. Right back down to the bottom.
Oh, we're having fun now.
It is fun. This is fun.
Oh no! Oh, you could have got it.
That was a cool strike. That was halfway in the water column.
Oh, it's a big fish too.
Yeah. Good stuff. Oh, look at those big head shakes. They swing that head side to side. Oh, come here, girl. That is a big fish.
There you go. Good work.
Nice, nice, nice. That was such a cool strike.
Oh, I thought you lost it.
I love it when they go vertical or they go straight down or straight up. That is just cool, cool, cool. Yeah.
Should dig it out of there.
Yeah, that's a nice fish. Here. Oh! That is a fatty.
That's a tank?
You just can't
I mean, it's so thick,
create
holy crap.
a more beautiful fish than that right there, in my opinion. We love our big walleyes. Ah, look at that. That is a chunk. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Whoa! It's hot out, so that feels pretty good.
You know, I gave that one to you, Jason. I had missed that one.
I was happy to take it.
Yeah.
You make a miscast, I'm right behind you. Oh, good stuff. So this story's been told many times, but it bears repeating. One of the big stories behind Devil's Lake is just the fact that the water's come up so much. It started in 1993, where we had a lot of rain that summer. It just kept incrementally rising over the years, and Devil's Lake is a lot bigger today than I think what a lot of people realize, but it's broken up in all these different basins and bays, and so there's some generalities across the lake, but then at the same time each area has its own personality. But because the water has risen so much, it really has created not only just phenomenal fishing opportunities, but some really cool and fun patterns. Now, fishing timber can be beyond frustrating, but if you can get the mindset and just, learn how to fish it, I mean, it can produce some really big fish. But that's what's so cool about Devil's Lake. Casting into flooded pastures, trolling over flooded cattail beds, fishing flooded trees. I mean, there's buildings in the water. Just this high water cycle has just been something it's pretty unique, and it's just bizarre when you look out and you see all the stuff that's underwater.
So when I'm running forward-facing sonar in the trees, I like to still run my range out at about 100 feet, because you can still see those fish. A lot of times what you'll actually see those fish when you're panning through them. You can go pretty fast and that fish will just kind of pop out like a light bulb. And you'll just kind of catch that when you're panning you'll see that fish at 80 feet, and then you can kind of slowly work in towards that fish and kind of get set up on it. Whether you got a few trees in between you and that fish, you can slide over one way or another till you kind of got that opening in it. You can actually make that fish on it and have a better chance of getting it out of those trees in those thick pockets. Like when you're outside the trees, you can even bump that up to 120, 140 feet if you really want to. And those fish will still pop up. I mean, it's pretty amazing how far you can actually see these walleyes with it.
Got him, I got him.
You got him.
Okay, whoa. They are so strong. Yeah, that's a good one. Here she comes.
Another dandy.
Oh. There we go. Thank you, sir. Nice.
Oh God.
There's,
sweet.
I think, 3 of them in that brush pile, and came out of the brush pile chasing the jig, and that one just finally came right below the boat, chased it right to the bottom, and picked it up off the
We're
bottom.
only in
17, 18 feet, in which, yeah, we've been probably 16 feet to 23 feet, I suppose,
for sure.
on average. But
All right, grab your fish.
that's
Show
a
her
great
off.
fish. Oh. That
Another dandy.
is great walleye. Dog days of summer aren't so doggy sometimes.
Definitely not today. This has been fun. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's a pretty special day. July, August, September, October, from here on out, we're gonna find fish in these general locations. deep trees, deep rocks that are in that, say, 18 to 26 foot range next to even deeper water. So if you can get confident fishing flooded timber, be okay losing a few jigs, be okay losing some tackle, and learn how to fish these flooded trees. I mean, it is truly a tremendous fishing opportunity, especially if you love to catch big fish.